Do you think that you don't like Brussels sprouts? Well, think again, because I'm going to show you a recipe today that'll make you absolutely love them, so stick around. Welcome everyone, I am Kelly with Eat Plants with Kelly, and today I'm going to show you how to make Brussels sprouts that will make you absolutely love them. I eat these all the time and I adore them. So what you will need is just some Brussels sprouts. I have a 2-pound bag here from Kroger. And then you'll need your favorite balsamic vinegar, and I use Napa Valley Naturals Grand Reserve because it has lower acidity and it's sweeter than other balsamic vinegars. And then you will also need some mustard, and I like to use the West Bray Stone Ground mustard that is no salt added. And then you will need a mixing bowl, and then you will need some kind of baking mat, either parchment lined pan, or you can use a silicone baking mat here, which I'm going to use. Our first step is to just take the Brussels sprouts and cut them in half, or if they're large you might want to cut them in quarters. So all I do is just cut them in half here and add them to the mixing bowl. If you buy your Brussels sprouts already shredded, then you can skip this step and go on to the next one. Brussels sprouts all cut up into halves or quarters, and we're ready for the next step. Be sure that you have preheated your oven to 400 degrees and have it ready to go for whenever you get ready to put them in the oven. So this step you can do it 2 different ways. You can either mix your balsamic vinegar and your mustard together and then pour it over your Brussels sprouts, or I just like to make it easy and I just like to put it directly over the Brussels sprouts and mix it in that way. So there's not really any measurements here. I just like to put it on the Brussels sprouts until it's well coated and kind of have an equal mixture of both the mustard and the balsamic vinegar. And so I'm just gonna pour in or squirt in some mustard, and then we can always add more if we need to. And I'm going to go ahead and pour in the balsamic vinegar. And like I was saying earlier, I am using the Napa Valley Naturals Grand Reserve balsamic vinegar. You can kind of see what it looks like in there. So then I'm just going to take a spoon and make sure to coat all of the Brussels sprouts in this, and make sure that they are well coated. And then we're ready for the next step. And this was actually enough for me. They're nice and well coated. So now that I have the Brussels sprouts coated with the balsamic vinegar and the mustard, the next step is just to place them on our baking mat. I do have a silicone baking mat here, but you can use a parchment paper lined pan if you would like. So we just pour them onto the mat. And make sure they're spread evenly so that they can cook evenly. You don't want a big pile sitting there. So now that I have that done, I'll show those to you. I'm just going to put those in the oven behind me and let them bake at 400 degrees. So I've just taken my Brussels sprouts out of the oven and placed them on a plate, and they are ready to go and ready to eat. They cooked for about 35 minutes in the 400 degree oven, and they're nice and crispy and really good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try them. Delicious. You have got to give these a try. Thank you all so much for joining me in my kitchen today to make the Brussels sprouts. I hope that you'll give them a try. Go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And once you do that, click the bell icon so that you get notified of any videos that I post so that you don't miss anything. And let me know in the comments if you try these Brussels sprouts and if you like them. Until I come to you with a new video, happy plant eating and eat plants with me, Kelly. Bye everybody.